Once upon a time, there was an audition to fill in for the departed John Seibel, who went back home to Dayton, Ohio, after me and him almost came to blows in the parking lot. So it was Filipponi, Colin Dunlap, and Mulsey. This was the thinking of, I think it was Ryan McGuire at the time was our boss. These guys were going to audition with me and Josh Miller. So me and Josh were sitting on the other side of this table. And as I recall, was it each guy would get a day or a couple of days or a week? I can't remember that part. But there was an audition for each guy. So it easily could have been Pony, Starkey, and Miller, or however they were going to say it. But it turned out that Mulsey sort of ingratiated himself. That's a good thing, right?
That's a good word.
With me and Chris, like he subjugated, I won't say his ego, but maybe. Whereas the other guys, quite frankly, it felt like they might be best in their own shows. You know what I mean?
Like by themselves?
Yeah. The room, there's only so much room in the room, as they say. And both those guys had the kinds of personalities, for better or worse, where it felt like, that they probably need their own show. Mulsey came in and moved some runners. He was willing to bunt, right?
How about sacrifice fly?
Sacrifice fly from Mulsey. He would take some big at-bats. Don't get me wrong. He'd take some big shots, just not 9 straight threes. He'd set a screen. He'd run your out-of-bounds play. So, as I recall, Josh and I said that that's probably, for chemistry reasons, the one that's going to work. That's the one that's going to work. And they took us up on either they did or maybe they had decided that on their own anyway, our boss. And that's how Mulsey came to be. And Pony was very mad for a while, for months, actually.
Pony wanted that job but didn't get it. What would Pony have been at that time, like 25, 26?
Somewhere in there. Yeah, somewhere in there. And it was uncomfortable for a while.
I
think it was best for everybody, right? Pony wound up with Ron, and then Pony wound up in my slot on that show. I wound up with Ron, and now here I am with Bob and you, and life is wonderful. But that's how it came to be, and I thought we had a very good run together. Josh eventually went to the morning show. You know that, right?
Yeah.
With Greg Giannotti, and so me and Mulsey had our little run together. Like many marriages, it had its ups and downs, I might add.
One of my favorite parts of Starkey Muller, and it was recreated last year's 5 Alarm, was this.
The universe. It was the creation of the universe. I'm out here. It's a void. Let me tell you, folks, we've got nothingness.
Wait.
A void.
Hold on. This is Mulsey as Ron Cook covering the beginnings of the universe.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Is the creation of the universe.
Yeah, it was the creation of the universe. I'm out here. It's a void. Let me tell you, folks, we've got nothingness. Just a void. Oh, wait a minute. It appears that something large has exploded. Where once there was nothing, now there is form.
All right, question 2.
I'd like to thank my good friends at Domenico's for sponsoring this Big Bang.
May I introduce you to tonight's dessert special, tiramisu. We're also having a wine special, Chardonnay. She'll be appearing at Crickets after the show.
That is one of my favorite parts of the show in any portion ever on the station.
So whose voice has been most imitated around here? Clearly Ron's.
Yeah.
I would argue for mine being second. John Burton did a great imitation. Greg Giannotti has imitated it. Mulsey has imitated it.